listen, in the musical chairs of the real estate and mortgage industry, a lot of people aren't using the same emails, and so a lot of people aren't getting our show. If you haven't seen us before, make sure you subscribe, and do me a big favor on your social sites, share our show. It really helps us out a lot. That'd make me happy, and oh, by the way, we see it too. Sharing is caring, my friends, and on with great content once again. Every day, 7 minutes, just for you to fill that void of real estate and mortgage news. Okay, so RE/MAX just paid $55 million to settle 2 commission-based class action lawsuits. The Seitzer Burnett case and the Morrill cases. In addition to paying $55 million bucks, RE/MAX is also going to make massive changes to its practices around buying agents' commissions. It's worth noting, my friends, that NAR isn't settling a damn thing on these suits. They intend to fight this thing to the bitter end, and I'll tell you right now, NAR is right, 100% right. You see, by settling and agreeing to pay money and changing practices, RE/MAX just admitted not only fault, but culpability in all of their dealings with every realtor in every state for as long as the status quo practices have been in place, and they've been around forever. RE/MAX has now said our systems are wrong enough to not only pay, but also to force us to change. That, my friends, opens the door to more class action lawsuits in more states with other tort attorney teams. Bloodsuckers, I tell you, who are watching this and saying, you know that golden goose over there known as RE/MAX? Well, that golden goose has more golden eggs to lay. Let's go find a few more past RE/MAX clients and start the next round of class action lawsuits. Because of that $55 million, I tell you right now, the only people who are getting any money whatsoever of any consequence are the attorneys. The amount that is actually paid out on a class action lawsuit to the plaintiffs is literally dollars. But because these lawyers see millions and millions of dollars, you can be assured that this class action approach to real estate will become an industry in and of itself. RE/MAX should have been like NAR and fought this damn thing to the bitter end. Now, according to the blood-sucking attorney Michael Ketchmark,
quote, the biggest part of the settlement is the massive changes to RE/MAX's business practices. The time has now come for Home Services of America, NAR, and Keller Williams to admit they are wrong in continuing to force home sellers to pay buyers' commissions. Our experts have shown that NAR's anti-competitive rules result in doubling the cost of commissions in the United States. The jury trial in federal court for the Western District of Missouri is only 4 weeks away unless Home Services, NAR, and Keller Williams finally admit they are wrong and change their ways. We will ask the jury to return the money to the 250,000 homeowners in Missouri who were victims of this alleged conspiracy.
250,000 people in this class action lawsuit. I want you to think about this for a second. Dead serious here. If those 250,000 people in Missouri alone got every single stinking penny of that $55 million, and they won't, not even close. And that's only one of the 2 lawsuits. But if they did, they would each get a whopping $220 each. Remember, lawyers are gonna get about half of this, about 20-something million dollars. Oh, and costs and fees and more for the one who started this thing. Literally, these wronged past clients of RE/MAX are gonna get about $50. That's restitution for you now, isn't it? This isn't a joke. That's about what they're gonna get. It's worth pointing out that the iBuying alternative that we just went through to a real estate agent is wildly more expensive, wildly, and less professional, less efficient, less helpful, and more demonstrative for communities and clients alike. And I'll defend that statement to anybody. Not to mention, Christie's charges 26% of the hammer price at an auction. No lawsuits there. And of course, the one that I love the most in all of this crazy hypocrisy is that lawyers, on average, charge 33 to 40% of a settlement. So the lawyer who's charging 33 to 40% of a settlement is suing RE/MAX for charging 5 to 6% commission. Welcome to our legal system, guys. Isn't this grand? Here's your $50, now get away while the lawyers get rich. You get where I'm going with this. Now for the really egregious part.
The changes that are going to be made are going to make the buyer agent commission a larger negotiated item. That's the idea, with the purpose of pulling commission down, or so they say.
RE/MAX settling simply encourages this behavior.
With cars, invoice to MSRP is 10%, and that doesn't include sales commission or dealer incentives. And yet, no lawsuits there. Now, NAR's position, the better position, the position that RE/MAX should have taken, is this. According to Mantil Williams, Vice President of Communications for NAR, quote, the practice of the listing broker paying the buyer's broker's compensation saves sellers time and money by having so many brokers participating in that local marketplace and thus creates a larger pool of buyers for sellers.
Anyways, Mantel, he's right. This is the position RE/MAX should have taken. This is a position all real estate companies that have settled or are thinking of settling should take. Don't encourage this ridiculous, abusive behavior by these stinking lawyers that do not help or make whole past clients on any level, and that only stands to further erode the role of a realtor, which I'm telling you right now is still the fastest, most affordable, community-based, and benefiting option for a person or family to sell their home. And I'll tell you right now, if anybody disagrees with that statement, I mean anybody, I'd be more than happy anywhere, anytime to publicly debate you on this very topic. I mean, I've done this before. I did it with Open Door a couple years ago and frankly just mopped the floor with those guys, and I'll do it with you too. Stand up and fight, realtors. Be strong on this one. You guys don't have anything to back down on.